They say that the ocean is big. I wouldn't know. For me, it's always ended at the horizon, where the water meets the fog. I wish I could see what's beyond that line, beyond our island and the plaza. Grandma says that this is our haven, that the lighthouse keeps us safe. But a part of me wants more. It's hard to imagine that this was a different world once. That you could open your door, step outside, and just walk wherever you wanted to go. But that was before the fog. Before the city sank. Before the dirty paws showed up and took everything away from us. We still have a spectacular sunrise, though. I guess the paws couldn't find a way to deprive us of that.
Ahoy, ladies!
Ladies, my bum. Things that need fixing, I presume.
Yeah. Thing for Ursula over at the Sleepy Triplets. A leaking capacitor and some. They said you'd know.
Humph! It's broken again? How does she manage? In my day, we knew how to care for our things.
Hi, Sigrid. There's some crab in the basket, too.
Hello, Mr. Bane.
Don't you have somewhere to be, Bane? We have work to do.
Should be on my way. Fog's closing in. By the way, Doris, have you, talked to anyone lately?
I never talk to anyone now, do I?
They say the dirty paws have been seen by the plaza. I haven't spotted them myself, but
Is this your idea of a joke?
wish it was. Just be careful, will you?
I could look after myself before you were even born, Bane. Now scram! The air seems absolutely saturated with gloom. Ugh, we need more sparks if we plan to hold that fog back.
I'm on it.
Remember, no fiddling with your hands. Only use the net,
Or they will burn my hands just as they always did Grandpa's. It's not my first time, Granny.
You can't live on old marriage, Shrimpy. I tell you that. Now what are you waiting for? Ah, that should do it. With that fog coming, we sure need all the power we can get.
Grandma? What was that about the dirty paws?
I wish you'd never have to live in a world where that scum still existed.
Are they really back?
If they are, we better be ready to batten down the hatches. I don't like the look of that. The lighthouse beams should have pushed it away already. Why won't it?
Grandma! Mr. Bane!
Sigrid! Sigrid, take cover! No! Iris, wait!
Are you hurt?
I saw... and there was... Oh, this is not good. Not good at all. If this is what the paws are up to, then... You look all pale, girl.
Oh, it's just... there's something...
Is it Anita? Did she capsize?
It's not the boat. Just come see.
Stay back, child. I'll get the harpoon
No,
and...
it's not dangerous. It helped me save you.
Helped you?
Yeah, like... just watch.
Sigrid, are you out of your mind?
We need more sparks, Grandma. I can go get them.
Absolutely not.
It won't hurt me, I promise. And technically, I'm not in the water, I'm just on it. We don't have a choice.
Have it your way, girl. But don't get used to it.
Potions! What a... You're the one who... Oh. I am in your debt, miss. They took us completely by surprise.
They?
The dirty paws, dear. Back yet again. Sprayed that horrid gas all over us. Must be how they control the gloom. It seems our work here is even more urgent than we thought.
You're Mr. Clout, then? They worry about you back at the plaza. Asked us to check if you're okay.
Oh, very sweet of them. And I'm quite all right, thank you. But as their mayor, I simply must take some risks. The people of Strandville come first, not me. Oh, Andy.
Yes, sir.
Where are the others?
I'm sorry, sir. It seems like they're all gone.
What a shame. They were brave men.
So this is where you're hiding, Clemens. You idiots started the drills?
Difficult times mean difficult choices, Doris.
But drilling for Weave Rock in this day and age? And with no experience at that? The repercussions could be...
We have no choice. Everyone who used to have experience is long gone. My dear Doris, do you remember what Strandville used to be? The avenues of the plaza. The orchids growing in the night orchard.
Only fools linger in the past, I always say.
Indeed. We cannot dwell in bygone days, but it would be foolish not to learn from them. You know as well as I what the Paws are capable of, and what they took away from us. We must protect our young.
So what do you plan to do?
Shoot that dirty Paws out of the sky once and for all. We're building a weapon.
A weapon?
Powered by sparks. How does it work?
Are you interested in helping? I wanted to ask you, but people kept saying that you haven't had much interest in the outside world ever since...
I'm interested in protecting my home. Now show me those blueprints.
Oh, but of course. Andy?
Not good enough.
What do you mean?
What I said. It's not good enough. What does this do?
Well...
Does this mean you'll join our team, Doris? We sure could use your expertise.
I'd even go as far as to say you couldn't do without it. I'll take these.
Probably just some minor detail.
Granny, look!
What on earth?
Hey, Mom. Rough day today. I met a new friend.
Are you troubled?
Ooh, you'll scare it away. Of course I'm troubled. Who's asking?
I'm Sigrid. Ursula said I should talk to you while she went to help out with the baby and all.
Oh, so Adrian's little one is coming?
Uh-huh. They just shooed me away. You think they'll manage?
Ursula served as a combat medic during the war. She can deliver a baby with one hand tied behind her back. And her eyes closed. The bait! Oh, not again! Shoo, you stupid creature!
What are you doing?
Ooh, there's a shadow around. Haven't seen one for years. I'm trying to make contact.
You're studying the shadows?
Ever since I was a little kid. Magnificent creatures.
So, what are they exactly?
Oh, they're elusive, kid. That's what they are. Amphibians, according to some. Otherworldly beings, according to others.
My grandma says there's a perfectly natural explanation for everything. We just haven't found them all yet.
The Whistlers say they are souls seeking rest.
The Whistlers?
You probably know them as Dirty Paws. They regard the shadows as messengers from other dimensions. If a shadow seeks you out, it has something to tell you about yourself. But it seems I know myself inside and out. No shadows coming to me. Only me chasing after them. First, I thought they were attracted to all kinds of mollusks, but then I discovered they are drawn to this particular form. The Whistlers make amulets in this shape. They believe it means luck.
Like this?
How did you get that?
Well,
What's inside?
Inside?
They open up, like a little box.
A seed. It is beautiful.
Marvelous. How did you get it? Found it? It stole it?
I didn't steal it. The shadow gave it to me.
Holy mother of all sparks, it's a... I don't believe it. Can I touch it?
You can try. It's okay. He's okay.
She made it there just in time. The baby's already here. They want me to send you there.
Me? I guess I'd better go then. It was nice talking to you.
Indeed it was, Sigrid. Would you come see me again? I can't wait to learn more about your beautiful, wonderful friend.
Who's that? That's little Cassius, the foreman's son.
Little Cassius?
He's much smaller than his older brother. Now, you let me do the talking.
Well, I'll be damned. Mrs. Skagerrak. Going slumming, are you?
You never liked me, Cassius. I know that. But now is not the time for old grudges. Can you make this?
Of course I can, but why should I?
Because you and your team are the best builders around here.
That is correct, Mrs. Skagerrak. And if you people had thought of that sooner, when our wages were cut and our working conditions were toughened, we might have wanted to offer you our skills now.
But you didn't, did you?
Look, we don't have time for petty quarrels about who owes what to whom. The paws are upon us.
The paws? Oh, she's just trying to trick us into helping her.
No, it's true. Their airship is what brought the gloom here. They control it. We've seen it with our own eyes, right, Grandma?
Yes, we've seen it. They want to destroy us, Cassius. They must be stopped.
We could get the material we need, if we decide to help you, that is. From the wrecks at Needle Prick Peaks.
That's really far away. The lighthouse will never be strong enough to push the fog away from there.
You're the one that fought off that snake, am I right?
Yes, Mr. Pirate. I mean, yes, sir.
Well done, girl. And you are quite right about the fog, too. But we have our methods.
Methods?
You know, pirates gotta get the job done, even if there's a little fog around. We've got spark cannons on our best boats. Or on our best pirate ships, I should probably say. Problem is, that nasty serpent flung away all three of them, along with their crew. Help us find them, and we'll help you build your weapon. Do we have a deal, young lady?
We have a deal.
What's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost.
The Striders! I couldn't hold them back. And then the Dirty Paws showed up.
The Whistlers.
Yeah, the Whistlers. Anyway, I was sure they would kill me. But they didn't. Actually, I think they tried to...
Help you?
Yeah.
You know, all those stories you've been fed are not to be trusted.
How do you know?
Because I am one of those dirty paws you're all so afraid of. Although I prefer to be called by our rightful name. Care for a cup? That beloved dandelion of yours spat its poison into the sea. Eventually it reached our lands. Big, nasty blobs that crawled onto our fields and destroyed our crops. We sent message after message to make you understand the damage you were causing, but you wouldn't listen. So eventually, we took matters into our own hands.
What did you do?
We realized we had to stop the gloom ourselves by sabotaging the Dandelion's main conduit. Our boat got hit just after midnight. 3 of us were killed immediately, and 1 lived long enough to say his prayers. I was crying like a babe, but having no wound severe enough to stop me, I kept going. Just before dawn, I reached my target. It was all up to me now. Our scientists had devised a fluid that was meant to drip into the heart of the dandelion and stop the machinery from running. Our mission was to pump it into one of the central vents, and that's what I did. I pumped the fluid in, plugged the vent, and I left. I didn't look back at first. The only thing I could think of was getting away. But then, when I turned my head, the entire thing had turned into a monster. Gloom shooting out like fountains of black saliva. I remember thinking of 100-armed octopuses and giant spiders, mythological creatures from my childhood stories. Then came a deafening thunder. The whole thing started to burst. Well, I guess you know the rest.
The ground cracked, the ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep.
After what I caused, I couldn't bear to face anyone. So I settled here.
How did you survive the explosion?
All I know is that I passed out. When I woke up, the sea was calm. But the city was gone, and the people. All we wanted was to put an end to our misery. You understand? I followed the instructions, but it didn't work out. It didn't... Sweet mother of sparks, I should have died with the others.
You tried to save your people. You didn't know this would happen.
You're very kind. Just like your mother.
My mother?
She was my friend, the bravest person I ever met. She listened to us, even after the flood. She believed me when I told her that we never meant any harm. She even wanted to help me put things right, so we set out to try and fix the damage I'd caused. But we never... She never... She was investigating methods to change the behavior of the gloom. One day she came to my hideout looking for clues, as she put it. I told her to get lost. She wasn't easily scared. Like mother, like kid, I guess. She had been breeding flowers, you see. Some kind of modified version of the night weaver. An herb we grow back home. She had learned that its roots could bind the gloom back into the weave rock and stop it from spreading. She wanted me to take her to the pipe that started the rupture. Her idea was to pour some spark-induced night weaver seeds into the central vent and turn the dandelion into a sort of mending machine. Don't ask me about the science. That was her forte.
So you went back there?
Yes, child. She even made us go inside. She said it was crucial. I refused at first, but your mother was a very convincing woman. And I know you won't believe me when I tell you this, but it was as though the gloom felt threatened by us. Your mother fought for her life. I lost my right leg trying to save her, and I'd gladly give my left too, if that could bring her back. Since then, the gloom has kept spreading, like the plague it is.
Is there nothing left to do?
The airship manages to fight it off to some extent, using spores from the Night Weaver. But we have nowhere near what would be needed to fight it off forever.
What about this?
By all sparks, where did you get that? We have to get you to the airship. You have to show them!
The airship! They're gonna shoot it down!
What? Who?
That machine Cassius was talking about. It's a spark weapon to shoot down the Whistler's barge.
Oh, those fools! May the gloom drown them! Curse all of them and their trigger-happy fingers! They're nothing but a bunch of short-sighted idiots! You must stop them, do you understand? Do whatever it takes to keep those morons from firing. Then you have to find Moira. Just follow the barge.
Moira?
The Whistler's leader. She's the only one who can make use of that seed. Now go!
Blowtorch, please. Now what's taking that girl so long? She knows I'm not fond of waiting.
Stop! Stop!
Oh, Sigrid. Nice to see that you made it back safely.
The paws don't control the gloom. They make it flower.
Make it flower? What are you rambling on about?
Grandma, I know what happened to Mom. She died trying to save us.
The paws.
No, you don't understand. She and Rufus wanted to stop the gloom from spreading. They tried to make it into the dandelion, but the gloom got her. He tried to save her, but...
You have a kind heart, Siggy. But you must stop believing everything people tell you. You are just like your mother in that respect. And if you think I'll let us all meet our maker because of the words of some driveling bum, you are gravely mistaken.
But he...
Even if he was telling the truth, your mother wouldn't have been in any danger if she had kept away from him in the first place.
What gives you the right to always judge people like that? They were trying to save us!
Sigrid. We all understand you're upset. All this stress would get the better of anyone. And you're just a kid. No wonder you've lost your head. Now, why don't you go have a lie down, and let us take care of things.
Don't touch me!
Manners, young lady. I only want to help.
You want to destroy! That's what you want! That's what all of you want! Gloom you!
Shrimps? Shrimpy!
Well, you know how teenagers are, Doris. I wasn't all that easy myself, was I? Leave her. She just needs to walk it off. And we have very important things to attend to.
Three, 4, 5. Oh, thank the sparks you're all here. Plus 1 extra, it seems. Are you a Stranvillian?
I am, but I didn't want this. This wasn't the plan. I tried to stop them.
Oh, so this is how it ends. Stranville, destroying everything for good.
Are you Moira? I was told to come see you. I want to put things right.
There's nothing you can do, girl. Take my advice and go home while it still exists. A Night Weaver seed? But it's so big.
It's been modified. My mother invented the technique. I was told you may know how to use it.
Well, if it has all the right qualities. But if there's only one, I don't think we can...
If you touch her, you're dead! You hear me? Take your dirty paws off my girl!
Who is that?
Put that away, Grandma!
I'm not letting them have you too! I have to!
The only thing you have to do right now is shut up for a while.
Sigrid,
I tried to tell you before. You wouldn't listen then, but you will listen now. To me and to Moira.
Moira? The Moira?
The very same. And on that ship was our last chance to keep the gloom away until your granddaughter came along.
Sigrid? How is she involved in all this? She shouldn't...
We're using a plant called Nightweaver. Its roots have the ability to tie down gloom. We've been shooting out spores from our airship day and night since that great wave came. But it barely kept the gloom from taking over. And now some geniuses decided to shoot that very ship down.
You're blaming us for trying to defend ourselves? Your people attacked us! You declared war on us!
You think we wanted war? You gave us no choice.
Well, why didn't you just talk to us about...
There's no point in talking if no one will listen. We tried talking to you, both before and after the war. We tried sending messages. We tried sending messengers, and you repeatedly chose not to listen. Too high up on your pedestals with your riches to care about anyone below you. You ripped up the ground we walk on with your cursed drills and sent your own city into the deep.
Well, it takes two to tango, my late husband always said. You blew up the dandelion. Before that, the city was...
I'm sure there was a time for talking, but that time is not now. You're not gonna fight the gloom off by quarreling. Mom used to have this. Did you know that? It's a seed from the Night Weaver. Moira says we might be able to use it.
Iris? Why did she have
There's
to...
no time to explain. Right now, you just have to trust us. You have to trust me.
So you're saying that this seed could eliminate the gloom?
It has the right properties, but one is not enough, I'm afraid.
How does it work?
It's no ordinary seed. It's infused with sparks. That's what Rufus told me. Mom invented the technique.
Well, how about we boost it some more? After all, we do have a spark cannon.
Rufus and Mom tried to take the seeds into the dandelion. They wanted to spread them through the gloom pipes, tried to make it inside through one of them.
Well, I'd rather try something that fails than nothing at all. I think I know the place he referred to. I'll show you the way.
Cassius, recharge the cannon. We have some planting to do.
We have some what to do?
Just start recharging and keep Cloud out of action.
My pleasure, Doris. My pleasure.
All right. Now would you help me get to that pipe?
It's done. Deep breaths, my darling. Waves are crashing. We are still far from shore. Know that I've got you.
She's at peace now, don't you think? What's the matter with Anita?
Easy, Doris. Nothing's wrong with her. I just thought it rude to leave an old lady in distress.
I have a feeling that particular lady knows how to take care of herself.
We did it, y'all. We sparkin' did it. Whoa, look at these weeds.
Solid stuff. I've never walked on ground that wasn't rock or sand.
You did well, all of you. Eventually. And without you, my dear girl, we never would have made it.
I saw right away that she was made of the right stuff.
Bravest little pirate there ever was. Isn't she, Doris?
Sigrid, you've done such... Why can't I just do this?
Grandma,
No, I have to do this. When Iris was a kid, John always took care of the mushy stuff. But when he wasn't around anymore and we lost Iris, when it was just you and me, I didn't know how to handle my own feelings, much less yours. I put a roof over your head, fried some herring for dinner, and wiped your nose. But the rest, I just couldn't... I'm so sorry, Shrimpy.
You didn't only feed me. You taught me how to use a wrench, and a hammer, and a blowtorch.
Not sure you can say you've learned to use something when you've almost burned the house down with it a few weeks ago.
You might be right about that.
I guess we'll have to keep practicing. Both that and the mushy stuff.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
So, what do we do now that we won?
This isn't a victory. It's a second chance.
The girl is right. This is where the real work begins. We have ground to walk upon, but we need to learn how to cultivate it without depleting it. The rifts are sealed, but we still have to get rid of the rest of that wretched gloom.
How long will it take to fix this? When will everything be back to normal?
There's no fixed, dear. And I don't think any one of us knows what normal is anymore. It's a lifetime's work. What we end up with, only time can tell.
As long as no new fools come around and start ruining things, I'm sure we can keep things in order.
Untie me, you wretched cretin! I demand to be released.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir, but if you just allow me to...
Word from Candle Hill. Seems the plants are growing there too. Apparently, a big stem of some kind has pierced right through the canteen. Get some rest, folks. Then we have work to do.